electric farm is my favorite activity on Wyville. For 3 clams, students buy wind turbines, they buy solar panels, and they place them all around Wyville. And depending on the weather conditions, students either have a clam loss or they make a clam profit. And then they earn their career badge as an electric farm technician or an electric farm engineer. It combines science, math, career education, and collaboration between students. Students learn how weather affects renewable energy. They see energy measurements again, kilowatts and kilowatt hours. They calculate the rate of return, which involves ratios and proportions. They communicate among themselves as they place collectors in multiplayer rooms. Electric Farm is a great example of how games can be a platform for integrated math, science, and career education.
Welcome to Adventure 5, Electric Farm. For this lesson you will need your teacher workbook, an internet connection and access to wyville.net, printouts of the student worksheet, and optionally, a calculator. Now let's take you through the activity so that you can know the ins and outs of what the students need to do. First, travel to WhyPower, and once you've arrived at WhyPower, proceed to WhyPower Inside. Once you've arrived in WhyPower Inside, you'll see a row of power collectors. It is important to note that this activity will only focus on solar and wind energy generation. Click on the wind turbine once and then type "Pretty Please," and a wind turbine should be displayed on your avatar. Now let's click on the Electric Farm placard, which is sitting on Becky's desk. Doing so will bring us to the Electric Farm info page, which displays some of the best rooms for energy collection. The meadow, the playground, WhyPower outside, any of the beaches, the bioplex, and sportplatz are great choices for energy collection. There is also a link to your Electric Farm history inside the Electric Farm info page. Clicking on that will display a report which shows your recent placement of collectors and any power collected. Transport to the room of your choice and place your collectors. To place a wind turbine, type WhyPower Wind. To place a solar panel, type WhyPower Solar. You can only place one of each type of collector in any room per student. If a room becomes too crowded, you can teleport to another room. Notice that some rooms have a drop-down list found just below the game screen where you can select a different version of the room. After your collectors have been placed for a while, you can return to them to see how much power they are generating. Hover over them with your mouse and a text box will show you feedback on the collector's power output. You'll be able to see how successful you've been in placing your purchased energy collectors by examining your checking account statement at the bank. Please take a few minutes to review the teacher prep content for math, science, and careers found on pages 5, 6, and 7 of the Electric Farm activity. These resources will help provide you with important information and concepts related to the activity. This page provides you information about the difference between kilowatts and kilowatt hours, and also informs you about how wind turbines and solar panels generate power. This page provides you the equations on how to calculate a return on investment. Students will need to perform these calculations to complete their worksheets for the activity. This page provides information about the pros and cons of each energy sector and the availability of jobs for each energy type. Now that you've gone through the lesson and know what to do to complete it, let's quickly review the inquiry-driven learning model. Explore, reflect, accomplish, and connect. In the Explore section, we engage students with a starter question. We then let them explore through the activity and discover on their own. The starter question for Electric Farm is, if you had small solar cells or wind turbines that collected energy, where would you put them? In the Reflect section, we ask the students directed questions to guide the students' learning of the major points of the activity. Examples include, what happens when energy collectors are placed in different locations? Will green energy generation affect your life? In the Accomplish section, the student's primary goal for this activity is to earn their Electric Farm Technician and Engineer career badges. Finally, students will complete the Connect worksheet, demonstrating their mastery of relevant standards and of real-world applications. By completing this activity, students will have gained their Electric Farm Technician and Electric Farm Engineer badges. Students will also have learned how to optimize energy collection and how to measure electrical energy. In addition, students will have learned how to calculate and understand the rate of return on investment. This concludes the training for this lesson. If you have any questions or concerns, contact us at the email or phone provided. Thanks.